Plus, rapidly changing your economy around the agricultural laws would definitely not cause a great famine now, would it, Mal? Oh my fucking god, Mal, what have you done? Oh hey everybody, it's me. Can't be puffed to actually play a Chinese nation in Heartsfire, despite the fact they just released a major DLC all focused on China. And if you didn't notice, I am now sponsored by Ironside Computers. They'll be sending me a cool new PC in the mail at some point in the month. This is finally a sponsorship for my channel that's both non-intrusive, of course, there's the intro at the start of the video. There's also a few discount codes and giveaways that'll be going on, but they won't really impact the way my channel runs, which is finally a sponsorship that actually works for me. And of course, that's all that will be changing on the channel, just the intro, and I'll be reviewing a cool PC. There's no money involved, I can still be funny, I can do everything that I did before, but now I'll be getting a better PC to do it on, so look forward to that in the coming weeks. Hopefully it'll be pretty damn entertaining. So obviously I've got to stop playing Germany at some point in the new DLC and new patch, because apparently this DLC is focused on China and not Germany. I mean, you really could have fooled me. And I've been waiting for a while now to play Communist China because I didn't really want to. I went over in my review why exactly Communist China wasn't exactly fun, but I think I'm going to go ahead and give it another try as... Oh my god, Mao Zedong is a right fucking babe now. That's right, before he was mass killing civilians and doing some crazy agriculture reforming, Mao Zedong used to have hair, and boy was it luscious. Unfortunately though, our country is not as luscious as Mao's locks, as we are basically, in other sense of the words, a bit of a fucking shitfest. But the good news is, with the new DLC, we do get a new focus tree. Of course, half of it is just the shared focus tree with China, but we do actually get some unique ones just for our Communist China dreams. Well, if I know my history and I know about how Mao Zedong united China and how great he made it, I definitely need to make our country more agrarian. Plus, rapidly changing your economy around the agricultural laws would definitely not cause a great famine now, would it, Mao? Oh my fucking god, Mao, what have you done? Ah, so we get a decision to improve worker conditions, which is definitely what the communists in general all have a striving goal to work towards, but unfortunately for us, I don't want to do it. Instead, I'll be sending my valuable resources and money into escalating border conflicts on rivaling warlords. Of course, the better thing to do when we need to grow stronger than ever against the enemy. Of course, some things haven't changed in the new DLC and patch. We still need to take out our neighbor Shanxi, which unfortunately for them, they don't really stand a chance considering they start with 2 units, unless you're Alex, then oh boy, you might struggle just a little bit. Thankfully, I don't require some Drudanil backup right now, but I could use a bit of Drudanil backup later on, if you know what I mean. Now, we could just get rid of this Chiang Kai-shek guy right now, but unfortunately if I do that, that could end up me being at war with China, which isn't actually a great thing at the start of the war like this, but considering China already gave up half their land to Japan, not even at war, I'm gonna have to save the day here. Why is it all the games I play, my allies always fuck me in the ass? Why the fuck did you actually give them a good position, China? You gave them this land and then they declared war on you anyway, you motherfucker! You know, whilst heroin's an absolutely horrible thing in people's lives, I kinda need it for the fact it gives me a whole bunch of consumer good factories. I mean, sure, everyone's gonna be very unstable, but I'm okay with that for money. We're doing okay against the Japanese so far. I still took this province from Shibidi Sanmo, which is pretty good. I've cut them in half, and apparently I'm no longer in the Chinese United Front as well, by the way. Yep, that's right. I'm no longer, I'm out of it. If you do the focus in your focus tree, it kicks you out the faction, which is just fucking great. So I'm pretty sure this means I won't be able to do the peace deal with Japan, so I might have to just figure that out in the console or figure another way to do it. I don't know, it all depends on how I feel. So we've pushed very nicely into Manchuria, and I've realized that the focus that I did was establishing Communist China as a thing, which, you know, it's kind of a pain, but I'll try and figure it out. I think I can just go in the console and fix it, but we'll see. If I get the peace deal with China, it's all good and fucking dandy. But I don't want to be at war with Japan for the rest of the fucking game. At this point, though, I am absolutely shitting all over the Japanese, and things aren't going that fucking great for them. So like I assumed, yeah, I didn't get in on the peace deal because I'm not in the United Front, which is really fucking stupid. Jesus fucking Christ, I can't believe they didn't playtest this shit. I'll just have to fix it in the console. One sec, guys. So whilst we may be at peace now, Germany has just decided to declare war on the Soviets, and like you've seen in many of the games on Waking the Tiger so far, they don't really ever do that fucking well, so we'll see if this time is actually a new one for the bugs, but I highly doubt it fucking will be. Nothing like cementing my right as being a friend to the Chinese and making sure they all know I'm a firm believer in the One China policy and integrating Tibet. Somebody has a gun to my head. Help! So the only thing about Communist China is you don't actually get any border clashes with the Chinese. Instead, you have to infiltrate them, which I covered in my review. And thankfully, I've infiltrated quite a bit. And I think I'm ready for my communist uprising. I don't know how much it's going to help, but I need to go to war with China at some fucking point. It's 1942. Well, despite what this game actually says, a communist China was always a thing and always supported by the people. I don't know what you mean by this national China shit. I've never heard of it. Chiang Kai-shek, basically Father Christmas. So whilst we're in a bit of a stalemate down here with the Chinese at the moment, we're pushing a little bit. I think we also need to take care of Tibet ASAP before my video gets taken down by an elite Chinese force who hack into Google servers. Oh, hey everybody, it's official! We're now bold! No, sorry, I meant we're now the People's Republic of China and we're here to stay! That's right, we're still technically at war, and I did technically just grow my hair back, but hey, you know how it is. 1942, and I finally actually done something in the game. That's right, China's dead. What do I do now? Sorry, did I say China's dead? Sorry, what I meant to say was China was always communist and always the PRC. I don't know how anyone could not know that. It's pretty self-evident. So yeah, I haven't really been looking at Europe that much, but sure is looking quite nice. Very red. Yeah, I feel like that's very historical accurate. Mao Zedong is definitely calling for crushing some Italian nationalism. I think this is the first war I've ever seen against the Soviets and Germans where the Soviets lost less men than the Germans. Jesus, how did they lose 12.27 million? They lost 10 million to the Soviets! Jesus, Germany! I just want to know that I'm not using player-led peace conferences and everyone else is already done with the war. And I still have 10 oh my god, I can actually take stuff! What the fuck? Well, if you think player-led peace conferences is a bit overpowered, then I don't know what the fuck you can call this, because I just puppeted Western Germany. So sure, while I only declared war on Italy and didn't really do anything, I still apparently was deserving to puppet Western Germany, which is just technically the German Reich, because I didn't release West Germany, and Wilhelm Peck, he's in control of both West and East Germany, so I don't know exactly what the point of these Soviet and Chinese puppet states are. Next up, Korea's gone fascist, and that's just not up to standards in my books. We're going to have to definitely change this up just a little bit. Oh, I honestly, I just completely forgot that Japan even fucking exists. Oh, they're all the allies too, which is interesting. I guess it's round 2 then. Me, you, Hirohito. You ready? Because I'm gonna fuck you up this time. So first thing I notice is that Japan's navy's dead and the allies have already got naval supremacy over it. So all I need is one little boat. And guess what, boys? I can now navally invade Japan. It's that fucking easy, apparently. Oh, look, someone nuked Tokyo. Wasn't me though. I only ironically nuke Japan, and if I do, it's definitely Nagasaki. Yeah, unsurprisingly, when you're at war with basically the entire world and you get nuked, it's kind of GG already, and I don't have much war score because I've got to turn player-led peace conferences on. But hey-ho. And I think that's enough for me. It's 1945, and like I've said in my review, I keep referencing my review, but Communist China, in my opinion, kind of needs a bit more work. But at the same time, it doesn't need too much work because historically, the Communist Chinese didn't actually do a fuck ton during World War II. It was after World War II where they really started making some big gains. But hey ho, I hope the video was still enjoyable, as I really didn't do that much, did I? I just took over China. But whenever I get to like 1945, the game kind of loses its steam for me. It's slow and sloggy, everyone's got way too good equipment. It's just a bit boring, but I hope you still enjoyed the video. Leave a like, hit the subscribe button. Feel free to leave me any suggestions on any mods or games to play down below. And whilst I could declare war on the Soviets right now, I'm just really not gonna. Yeah, you got off free this time, Stalin.